What's going on, guys? TKD wanted to do a video, and it is finally July 29th, the day we've all been waiting for. DJ Khaled's Major Key album dropped last night. There was a live stream. I was gonna watch it. I mean, not watch it, but view it. Be in the chat, whatever. But I decided to just do it. A standalone video. I was gonna do the video kind of with the live stream, but I kind of was like, nah, let me just not. So here we are. It's Friday morning. To be with more than have my coffee. The bed's made. Everything's all good. And we're going to jump in to DJ Khaled's Major Key album. And we're going to start off with track 1, I Got the Keys. We already heard the first 2 tracks, and that's the only tracks we've heard so far. So we're just going to go through these. I'm going to give you guys my brief opinion on them. Nothing too drastic, but we're going to get into the deep stuff once we get into track 3 over the track 14, which is all new, something that, I have not heard before. Tracks 3 through 14 I've not heard, but I've heard the first 2, so we're just going to jump into the first one. It's called I Got the Keys, featuring Jay-Z and Future.
I got them keys. I got them keys. Niggas always asking me the key. Till you own your own, you can't be free. Till you own your own, you can't be me. How we still slaves in 2016.
Alright, I have loved this song ever since it came out, and I still continue to love this song. Now listen, Jay-Z is the ultimate highlight for the song, period, right? You cannot have found a better feature on it than Jay-Z. For real, Jay-Z with his verses, man, that first verse kills like the whole album I recorded last the one with Jeremiah was. No, but on the real, Jay-Z kills his verses. I will say that Jay-Z's verse going into towards the middle of the song kind of falls for me, kind of dips just a little bit. It just wasn't as aggressive and as energy wise as the first one. But that's not to take away from it. Like, it was still a great verse on the real. But I like Future as well. He provides a very catchy I mean, I got the keys, I'm saying? Like, it's a very tune that people can hook onto, and people that will stick in their mind. So it's definitely a great song overall. It does what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to grab the audience, grab the listener, and it's great to be a first track because it's so catchy in its way. So I mean, great track. Never hated it. Always loved it. Here we go. We're going to track 2. Now, this one, you guys know how it is with me and Drake. You guys know this. All right, so this one, I'm going to like, just naturally. But we're going to go with track 2 for free, featuring the one and only Drake.
DJ Khaled. Yeah, I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpowers. Last 223,000.
And there we go. Track 2 for free. Listen, I have said this from the jump, and I will continue to say this. The best part about this song is actually not Drake. In my opinion, the best part of this entire song is not Drake. Drake is definitely up there as one of the best parts, but the best part is the instrumental. That instrumental is, dude, vibes to the max, dude. I love that instrumental. It sounds like a Majid Jordan instrumental a lot, I pretty sure it's not. DJ Khaled did it, obviously, but it just has that Majid Jordan vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love the instrumental on this track for sure. It's perfect summer vibes, perfect something to play by the pool, or when you're cruising around the city, whatever. Like, that is like the ultimate sun's out, summer's here vibes instrumental basically. But I mean, what more can I say? Like, this song is great. I've always loved it ever since it came out. It's a great song. That's pretty much it. But did they no, that's a different track. I'm sorry, I was thinking about another track. I was thinking about something else. I forgot what I was thinking about. But moving on, we got track 3, Nas album done, right, featuring Nas. So we're gonna check this out. We're going to track 3. There's some new stuff now, guys. We're going to the new stuff. Let's go. Track 3, Nas album done.
Celebrity apprentice, a devil show. Big up to Africa, Mexico. Hennessy, margarita, venison eater. So dear, spread them here. Don't be acting innocent either. Don't me, relax me. It's only to the nasty.
Okay, Nas. Okay, I see you. I'm not familiar with Nas, right? I'm not familiar with his music. You can crucify me in the comments for that. Do whatever you please. But I was born kind of past Nas's time. But this was a very good track. It was definitely a really good track. I liked it kind of felt to me like a kind of -2 times version of For Free, right? Where it's like kind of, you know, slowed down and it kind of had the same vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? The same, just relax, you know, you're cruising, whatever. It had that same type of feel to it, you know, at least to me. And the one thing that I would say is that the song kept me, you know, engaged in what he was saying, right? Like there are a lot of tracks you hear where the song just kind of just gets boring over time, and this one I felt like it was dynamic enough, and that he had, you know, so many witty stuff to say in his lines, enough so that, you know, you kept engaged. Like you never wanted him to stop. You know what I'm saying? You always wanted him to keep going, and you wanted him, you know, just to keep up with the pace. So I definitely did appreciate that, how, you know, it was so dynamic enough that he was, you know, able to hold my attention, you know, in a way that a lot of songs, you know, don't really do that for me. But great song, no lie, that was beautiful. We're going on to track 4. Now this released prior to the album dropping out, but I decided to, you know, just stay away from it just for you guys and get my review and my, you know, full reaction to the song. Apparently it's a dope song, but it's track 4, Holy Key, featuring Big Sean, K. Kendrick Lamar, what up, and Betty Wright. So we're gonna listen to this Kendrick Lamar. I know DJ Khaled said prior to the album releasing that Kendrick Lamar's verse here is gonna make some waves here. Like he's like stuff's going down with that verse. So we're gonna check that out right now. We're going to track 4, Holy Key.
Bitch, I need respect, dude, not related. Either way, I'ma take it just like it's fucking taxes. No wonder I'm on fire, I done been to hell and back, bitch. Lately I've been living life in detachment, I practice 7.
Wow. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, snap. All right, okay, let's start. Look, I like to start, you know, first off by saying, excuse me, that Big Sean is underrated. Big Sean is underrated in all aspects of the talk about music, for real. Big Sean never gets brought up in discussion if we're talking about, you know, the best right now, and Big Sean is one of the best right now, period. Like, dude, Big Sean is underrated, period, right? His verse, he talked about police brutality in this, and so did Kendrick, and then one of his lines were like, cops doing target practice with real bodies. Like, you know, he's dude, like, he's out there. Like, he's not afraid, you know, to say the aggressive stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to do that. You know, Big Sean he showed his colors right here in this track, like, no lie, for real. But another thing I liked about the track, along with Big Sean, was that the beat was so aggressive and so dynamic, and it kind of meshed in well with what they were talking about. You know, they talked about a lot about the cops and everything that's going on in the news right now. But just the beat was aggressive and dynamic, and it's something that it brought a lot to the table, right? And I would kind of expect, you know, with lyrics like that, for the instrumental to kind of sit in the background and just let it just kind of just be faded out to let the lyrics stand out more. But instead, with this track, the beat, you know, went right in tandem with the lyrics. And that's something that I appreciate, you know, about this track, was that they kind of didn't skimp out on the instrumentals and the beat. They let it flow in with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? K. I mean, it's Kendrick, guys. I mean, how, like, what do you guys think is gonna make a bad verse? Like, no, it's Kendrick Lamar. It's Kendrick freaking Lamar we're talking about here. And I felt like, if we're looking at Big Sean's verse and Kendrick Lamar's verse, I felt like they obviously both talk about the same thing, right? But I kind of feel like they took a different approach to it in the same way back, you know, with MLK and Malcolm X. I feel like Malcolm X vibes I felt more with Big Sean, and kind of MLK vibes are more with Kendrick Lamar. You know, maybe I'm wrong with that. Let me, you know, talk to me down in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think about it. But that's just kind of the vibe I kind of felt like they were kind of maybe going for, was that, you know, they wanted you know, two different versions, you know, of the same thing, right? It's basically what I thought. But Betty Wright, she did beautiful in the chorus. She sang her heart out. She did really good in the outro as well. I really appreciated that outro with Betty. That was great. Beautiful song, dude. I'm glad that I kind of waited on that track to listen to it right now. I loved it. Freaking loved it. We're going on to another GOAT of mine, another top rapper of mine, J. Cole. Track 5, Jermaine's Interlude. Oof. J. Cole back. J. Cole, drop the album. Come on, man. Drop something. I've been waiting since 2014, dog. Come on. All right. Beside the point. Let's go. Track 5, Jermaine's Interlude.
Maybe I'd be better off in hell.
Tables do turn and labels do burn. The second they ask you to sell your soul, don't you do it, don't you fold. Say fuck that shit and be bold.
All right. Track 5, Jermaine's Interlude. Now listen. I hold J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar to kind of like the same level, right? As in, what I mean by that is where if they're going to be on the track or if I'm going to hear a song by any of those two, I am going to expect greatness. And that is what I always get with these two rappers. They have never let me down at all. And this song definitely did not. I feel like, J. Cole, he speaks a lot about black people and the cops. You know what I'm saying? He speaks a lot about that. And this song is no different. I feel like he is definitely a leading advocate, with this issue that we have, in the United States, right? And so I feel like if anyone was going to do this track, it would have been J. Cole, right? And he, if anybody has the right to do a track like this, it is J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Especially how this song, at least to me, felt a lot like a spiritual, like part two of Be Free in a way. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if you guys have heard Be Free by J. Cole, it's a beautiful song. Definitely check it out. It's very, it's a raw song. It's very emotional. But this track is kind of like a reflection of Be Free, right? It's a different tone to Be Free, but they talk about, the similar things with it. And I felt like this track was amazing, and it kind of just gives you a taste of Cole that, man, we need a Cole album right now. At any time right now, we need a J. Cole album right now. Just the way J. Cole addresses songs, the way Cole, addresses aspects in this world right now is what we need right now. We need a J. Cole album, period. And this song is more telling of that fact that we need a Cole album. But we are not reviewing a Cole album right now. We are reviewing a DJ Khaled album. And we're going to go to track 6, I'ma Be Alright. We gonna be alright. I'ma Be Alright. With Bryson Tiller. Okay, Bryson Tiller coming up, bro. I see you. And the GOAT Future. So we're going to go and check this out. Track number 6, I'ma Be Alright.
They want to separate it. They trying to tear us down. They trying to tear us down. Hey.
I'm touching triple digits, now it's tangible. I'm touching M's in my life.
Okay, I'ma Be Alright. Okay. Tiller with the dope vocals, man. Tiller, man, I've seen this dude, go from his tapes to be on stage at BET or whatever stage it was on. But, beside the point, Tiller is coming up, dude. And the fact that, he can sit here and perform and, do a track with Future, one of the biggest artists right now, behind the shadow of Khaled is like, dude, and he can still stand up on his own. Like, that's some real stuff right there, man. That's real. But the thing that got me kind of caught off about this song was that when Future came on, the song flipped. You know what I'm saying? It sounded so different when he was on as opposed to when Bryson was on, right? It kind of felt like the song was like a two double page. I'm saying it was like a, you could flip it and it'd be, a different song completely, right? That's what I thought was really cool about how they did the song was that, it was definitely like a double-sided sword, with the song. But I definitely did like the way Tiller sounded in this track. It was awesome. And I loved the song more as the song went on, right? Which is something that, you really don't see, because usually, you kind of see it where you like the song at first, and then you kind of just, over time, it just kind of gets boring, and you kind of just like, whatever, okay, let's go to the next track. But I loved the track, more and more as the song went on, and that's pretty good telling. I mean, come on, pretty good. But and of course we got Khaled with the inspiration calling him Billy. So DJ Billy, I guess. I love the track. It was great. I appreciate Bryson Tiller, and I hope to see more of him, coming out later this year. So now we're going to go on track 7, Do You Mind? I heard this track was really good. I've been seeing some tweets about this track. That's a banger. Apparently it's really good. I'm hearing some. Well, we got Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, August Alsina, Jeremiah, Future, and Rick Ross. So we got plenty of people on the track, plenty to fill with the roster. So we're going to check this out. I haven't heard a lot from August Alsina in a while. I haven't heard from August in a while. Okay. Well, we're going to go to track 7, Do You Mind? Track 7, Do You Mind?
Baby, do you mind? Do you mind? I'm just trying to get to know ya. Get a little closer, baby, post up. Ooh, do you mind?
Beautiful song, man. Beautiful song. I tell you, that's like wedding type stuff, man. That's what. You'd be like, okay, may the bride and groom dance. I'm about to put on this track. No, but on the real, Okay, I would like to point one line that kind of caught me way off. It took me way off guard. Nicki Minaj said, "Suck my toes." Excuse me, ma'am. I don't know if Meek Mill's into that, but that's a little suspect. Okay, beside the point. I just want to point that out. This song had really good vibes to it. It reminds me of like a 2005 R&B song, kind of slow vibe, with the long, drawn out, kind of feel to it. It was great. I love the feel to it. I love tracks like this. And one thing that did surprise you was August Alsina, right? I haven't heard a lot from him. I haven't heard, a ton. Maybe he's put out mixtapes or EPs that I have, just disregarded or, didn't pay attention to. But it was great to hear him back, back on the scene again. He did a great job, stacked up against, some pretty heavy hitting artists over here, with, the likes of Chris Brown, Minaj, Jeremiah, all that good stuff. But he was able to hold his own, so, definitely do appreciate that. Now, moving on to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you did really good on this track. I appreciate you on this track. I'm still a little salty from your mixtape. I have a review of that, on the channel. You can check it out. Late Nights Europe. But he did good in this track. He did good. Jeremiah, me and you, we're still kind of... you got some more to do. But this one was very good. This is what I like from you. Very good, very good. But it had, also, going along with the vibes of R&B back in the day, it kind of felt, a nice late night song, right? Really nice late night, feel to it is what, kind of felt to it. And the last thing that really caught me, by surprise was the fact that Future and Rick Ross could have, could still do verses that, were so great and, were not usually what they usually do, right? Because Rick Ross and Future, like you kind of can't do what the verses and the rapping that you're used to with the likes of Minaj, Chris Brown, Augustina, Jeremiah, like all these R&B focused people. Well, not really, Minaj, but at the same point, right? You have a lot of R&B artists, so you kind of have to, you can't do your usual verse, but they didn't do their usual verse, and they kind of slowed it down and made it, fit in with the rest of the artists, and that's something that, I was like, that's really surprising how, they can still work with people that are, definitely not in their range of music. So definitely appreciate that. I love the song. This was a great song. This is probably, one of my top songs right now. I definitely loved it. It was a great song. It's a highlight in the album so far. Definitely enjoy it. Now we're gonna go on to track 8. Pick These Hoes Apart. It's gonna be dope. We got Kodak Black, never heard of him. Jeezy and French Montana. Okay, not bad. French Montana back from the DR, back in my country. What up? But we're gonna go to track 8. Pick These Hoes Apart.
See your grill, fuck the blogs, baby, chill. I pick these hoes apart, fucking with her man so much it started fucking with her heart. And I just play my part, I'm just seeing if you...
Alright, we got track 8, Pick These Hoes Apart. This is definitely a low point in the album, in my opinion. This wasn't the best track, in my opinion. And I have a couple reasons why. Okay, one, this kind of sounded like a worse version of Do You Mind, right? It sounded like, it sounded very close to Do You Mind, but it was just worse, right? It had a worse, not that Do You Mind was bad. I love Do You Mind, but this is, I guess, I guess not even worse. I guess it's just a bad version of Do You Mind, basically. And what I mean by that is it still had that turned down feel to it, but the artists in this kind of rapped and, did their verses as if they were on a turn up thing to it. So it kind of had a counterbalance, to the instrumental and the verses, right? It just kind of didn't link up in the way that I thought it would link up. But this is, definitely kind of a weird track in my opinion. Definitely a low point on the album. This is not my favorite track at all. And seeing French Montana, I thought he would bring, the track to redemption because I like French. Obviously, French is a good artist, but he fell short too, man. I don't know. This track just didn't do anything for me at all. Definitely not my favorite track in major key. But that being said, going on to track 9, Fuck Up the Club. We got Future on this, Rick Ross, YG, and Yo Gotti. So we're going to check this out, guys. Track 9, Fuck Up the Club.
They want too much for the taxes. I got my money in walls. I got all the bitches, nigga. I got all the sauce. No reason I should lose. The leaders of the new got on a couple chains.
Very, very good. Very, very, very good track. Now, straight. This track does not wait to get into the aggressive beat. Like it is, there is no lead up to the song. There is no time to catch your breath. No. This track goes in and it goes aggressive and it goes right from the jump. Right. It is an aggressive track. It's catchy. I like it. I'm a fan of it. Future always kills it with the anthems, and he does not stop right here. He just made another club anthem right now, you know what I'm saying, to add on to his repertoire, add on to his credibility, right? So, Future killed it. I love how he is constantly on his album right now. Like, I feel like, this definitely needs him, and this is, really, really, really good track, really strong performance at Future. Also, Rick Ross, being the boss he is, as usual. And then one thing I did notice, especially with Rick Ross's part, was that they intentionally made the instrumental kind of just fade in the background to highlight the artist on the track, right? So they kind of didn't try to make the beat, go in tandem with the people on the track. They kind of just made it kind of go in the back and let the instrumental kind of complement the artist when needed be, but it kind of just let them go and do their own thing, right? So that's definitely something that I caught during the track, was that the instrumental took a back seat, which is something that I needed, with some heavy hitters on the track as well. But the second half of the track kind of fell for me, me just on a personal level with YG and Yo Gotti. Not really, the biggest fans of them, so it kind of maybe just my own, kind of just just not interested in YG or them, but just for me, it kind of fell short in the half, but I definitely liked the first half, way better than the second half of the track. But, again, very good club anthem, very dope track. I enjoyed it. We're going on now to track 10, Work For It. We got Big Sean again, Gucci Mane, straight out of prison, and the goal, 2 Chainz. Hey, 2 Chainz coming below. All right, we're going to go to track 10, Work For It. Track 10, Work For It.
Martyr. Pillar full of Estee Lauder. Nigga, I'm allergic to a charger. Nothing but foreign cars in my garage. Make me.
Very, very strong song. Very strong. Now, I'm going to talk about Big Sean at the end half of this thing I'm going to talk about. But first, I'm going to talk about, Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane did all right. They're pretty good. Not the best. Granted, his part was, pretty short in this track. But, it was all right. It was all right. I know it wasn't anything insane, but it was pretty good. 2 Chainz, kind of honestly a little brought up, just kind of moved the bar just a little bit further than Gucci Mane. It was definitely really good. I love 2 Chainz, man. 2 Chainz is just, he's just fun to listen to. You know what I'm saying? 2 Chainz is just an entertaining rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's funny, he's witty, he's got, really dope lines. Like, he's just fun to listen to. That's why I appreciate 2 Chainz, right? He's not intended to take, his lines seriously or anything deep like Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole. Like, he is just a fun, entertaining rapper. That's why I enjoy 2 Chainz so much. You know what I'm saying? Now, moving on to Big Sean. I'm gonna have to turn off this timer real quick. Now, Big Sean. Right? Big Sean. Let me talk to you real quick. Listen, Big Sean. Over the past few months, I'm becoming a really big fan of Big Sean. A really, really big fan of Big Sean. I love Big Sean, what he's been putting out lately. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Dark Sky Paradise, to his thing with Janae Aiko, this Big Sean is great right now. Big Sean is really good. He sounded a little low-key on this track, and Big Sean low-key is still as good as Big Sean high-key, you know what I'm saying? As when he is low, kind of, having words that are serious and the things that are serious about him, is just as good as Big Sean being, blasphemous and being out there, and being, all, just stunning stuff, you know what I'm saying? Stunning my black shirt from Walmart, But one thing, okay, now listen, I know this isn't, I know this is a music review and this isn't, anything gaming at all, but I did, if you want to call it an Easter egg, I'm gonna call it an Easter egg just because, Easter egg, but I'm just gonna call it the Deja Vu Easter egg. If you hear at the end part of this song, Big Sean talking about, he said line where it's like, it feels like deja vu, and that's actually a track from his EP with Janae Aiko. I did a review on that as well. You can check out my channel. It kind of, I felt like definitely he was talking about Janae Aiko in the song, about, talking about someone that makes you feel like you're about to give up everything you work for, to be with this chick, right? To dedicate yourself to this, one girl that he's talking about in this track. I definitely feel like because of that one single line at the end, it is definitely Janae Aiko, dude. They are, great. They're great together. They're a great couple. Well, I assume they're a couple, right? I mean, you know, one, if you make an album with someone, you know, and you have merchandise with them too, I'm pretty sure, you know, and there's his and her hats, all that stuff. You all know what I'm talking about. But great track. Big Sean killed it as usual. Love Big Sean. We're going on to track 11. Don't Ever Play Yourself. It's probably This probably an anthem. This is an anthem right here. Don't Ever Play Yourself. We got Jadakiss, or I don't know how to pronounce that, whatever. Fabulous, Fat Joe, Busta Rhymes, and Kent Jones. Kent Jones, okay, show them love to Kent Jones. But we got some old school rappers here, so let's get on this. Track 11. Don't Ever Play Yourself.
Never even. Why you think the streets love me? I ain't never leaving. Never. Heart stops, but the words will forever breathe. You hating cause we the best, find a better reason.
First things first, don't you ever play yourself, ever.
Okay, Don't Ever Play Yourself. Definitely, this is a very aggressive, cutthroat track in my opinion. This is probably one of, you know, if not the most aggressive and cutthroat track in this whole album. You know, so far we only got 3 tracks left, but you know, this is definitely an aggressive, cutthroat track. But these artists definitely took me back to the early 2000s. You know, I'm not really tied with these artists. You know, these I mean, so you're talking about Fabulous, Fat Joe, and Busta Rhymes. So I wasn't, you know, really you know, cognizant. I wasn't, you know, really mature enough, you know, for that music back when I was, you know, growing up. But you gotta appreciate it. You gotta appreciate that he put these, you know, OGs, you know, on this album. And it's not my cup of tea, but hey, you know, you got to respect. You got to respect. Now, one thing that was my cup of tea was Kent Jones, dude. Kent Jones. Oh my gosh, I did not know that he could do that. I did not know that he had that rapping ability to do that. That was an amazing verse, man. That verse had so many good lines in it and so many witty jokes, like blind, you know, like something about raising my son like the blinds open. Like, dude, like that is some witty lines, man. That is some grade A stuff right there. Ken Jones killed it. And then I wrote Busta Rhymes. He sounded psychotic. I just found it funny. I appreciated it, but it was just really funny to me. But definitely the takeaway from the song is that Kent Jones definitely has a lot of talent, and I can't wait to, you know, let him show that throughout his career. Kent Jones was great. Now we're going on to track 12. Track 12 called Tourist. We got Travis Scott and Lil Wayne. Okay, interesting combination. I like that combo already. I like that. No. Okay. We're going to go to track 12, Tourist. Track 12, Tourist.
Come and be my tourist. Straight up. Waynesboro part-time excellent. She might be a tourist, a terrorist. A hell's name dragon like she haven't seen law.
Dude, this is a good track. I like it. I liked it a lot. I love, you know, Travis Scott on the track. You know, I love the way he mixes his sound. I like the way, you know, he sounds on tracks. It's very unique, is what I would say. You know what I'm saying? Like usually you get, you know, a lot of, you know, people that are rappers, a lot of people that are R&B artists, and they sound similar to someone else. Like you can find a similarity. You know what I'm saying? Featuring designer. But beside the point. Travis Scott, you know, stands alone. You know what I'm saying? He has a very unique sound whenever he comes on track, and I definitely appreciate that. And him in tandem with Lil Wayne, dude, I called it before the track. This is a great combo, and they did not disappoint for sure. Lil Wayne did great on this track. I know he's going through a lot right now with, you know, his seizure and all that. I hope he's all good. He's got a lot of seizure things going on. He's having, like, you know, 3-4 seizures a month or whatever. But he did very good on the track. He definitely delivered on this track for sure. And the one thing I would say is that the instrumental is a living and breathing instrumental is in this one. At least when Travis was on. I'm not sure if it was that living and breathing and that, you know, that interactive with Lil Wayne, but I would say definitely with Travis Scott towards the beginning, the beat was definitely in tandem with Travis Scott. You know, it definitely did help Travis Scott, you know, as a whole, with the instrumental being so tied with lyrics, and it definitely did, you know, was very helpful. And it was a great track overall. It was a very good track. I love the combo. It was witty. This track was funny. It was awesome. I enjoyed it. Freaking loved it. Good stuff. Good, really, really good stuff. We're going to track 13 now. Forgive Me, Father. We got Megan Trainor, Wiz Khalifa, and Wale. Megan Trainor's on the come up though. I've heard her, here and there. She's, pretty good. We got Wiz Khalifa as well and Wale, so we're going to go to track 13, Forgive Me, Father.
DJ Khaled. Here to right my wrongs. I made a mess again. I like to apologize.
Wow. You can already see I got a little emotional, a little emotional in this song. This song is my favorite. It is I don't know what's gonna happen in track 14, but this is my favorite track on this album. Period. Hands down. It won by a billion miles. It is definitely a standout track. It's a beautiful message. It has a lot of Chance Rapper vibes to it, not only because, of its religious tone to it, but also just because, of the way the instrumental, is hooked on to the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very, very, very strong instrumental, a very strong beat. And it just works, so good with this track and so good with the message it's trying to bring. It had a lot of positive vibes in it, which is something that, you would kind of not expect from a track having Wiz Khalifa and Wale, but they both, brought, some interesting angles and some interesting positive, things to say in this track that's so, positive, clear with the title, Forgive Me, Father. You know what I'm saying? It's very, it's a beautiful track. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I would have loved to see Chance on this track, actually. I would love to see Chance. If it were me, I would keep Wiz, bring in a little Chance, but Wale was good. I love Wale. Wale did great. That's not to take away. I'm just saying that, Chance would have been great on this track if you would have got him. But it's one of those tracks, also I'll say, where the instrumental is so polar opposite from the tone and feel of the song, right? And you see that a lot with the Weeknd, especially, right? Where he will have a track that's, that has like, a very, mundane tone to it, a very, real tone to it, but the instrumental sounds, like it's kind of like a club song. Like that happens a lot with the Weeknd. And with this track, I'll say, it has not very like a mundane tone, not like a sad tone, but a very serious tone. It's bringing out serious messages, but it has like a very light-hearted, light-spirited instrumental, right? Which is something, that worked so well with this track. It was a beautiful track. Instantly, it got chills, dude. Right, the whole track. It was, man, that is chill central. This is a great track. This is the best track on the album, period. This is a very serious track. This is not a track to mess with. This is a great track. I loved it. I love that track. That is definitely going to be on heavy repeat after this. Now we're going to the finale of Major Key, track 14, Progress. Track 14, Progress.
With a nigga from him I rock with him. Mama said good mix with a lot of evil. The devil in a lot of people. From me.
Beautiful. Beautiful outro. Beautiful song. Beautifully sang by Movado. I'm not, familiar with him, but great track. It had definitely, a Jamaican vibe to it, Jamaican feel to it, and I was low key. I was waiting for Drake to come in with that accent from Controller on the low. Yo, that would've been funny, bro. He'd be like Controller. No. But I digress. Very, very beautiful track. Very beautiful outro. I love the way this was the outro song. I would have, kind of like wished, I would have kind of been disappointed if you kind of put this kind of middle track to kind of just like have it, as kind of like a interlude, if you would. But I like how he put this as the outro. Definitely great, beautiful song, beautiful message, and it kind of, to me, felt like a part two of Forgive Me, Father. Like Forgive Me, Father, and this song kind of go hand in hand very well, and it is a beautiful track, beautiful messages, as well as Forgive Me, Father. Beautiful outro, beautiful end to Major Key. This album's good, guys. This album is very, very good. I highly recommend you check it out. I highly recommend you buy it. Hopefully you buy it, but if you're one of those people that, was kind of short on money, then, I'll let you pass. But I hope you support this album. It's a great album. DJ Khaled did a great job. Beautiful people on the song, beautiful features. This is a very, very good album. This is something that will probably compete for album of the year, honestly. This is definitely album of the year competitor. It had great features, great moments, and it was a great album. So definitely go support it, guys. I definitely approve this album, definitely approve it. And unlike Jeremiah's EP, we'll discuss it. I'm sorry, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dog. You know what? I'm gonna stop. I went too bad. Beside the point. Thank you for joining me in this venture of Major Key. If you guys enjoyed the content down below, you can go in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think about these tracks. If you guys enjoyed it, did you guys enjoy 2 Chainz verse? Because you know I did. But let me know what you guys think of all the tracks down below in the comment section after you're done listening to it. Also, while you're down there, you can check out my description where you see my media links, my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that good stuff. You can follow me on there. And also down below, if you guys support the content, you can like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff to support the channel. I really do appreciate all the feedback you guys give me and all the support you guys have given me lately. I really do, love this vibe. I love, the positivity in the channel. So definitely hope that we can, build on that and grow, to bigger heights. So thank you guys for watching. And as always, I got you.